Counting down. 10.
Get up like the butt crack of dawn.
9.
Oh my God, Elvis, I love you.
8.
Big Daddy's buying today.
7.
I'm going to come to your bedside tonight.
6.
Oh my goodness.
5.
Here we go.
And that's
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
I don't know. I'm afraid to say it. Do I have to say it?
Say it.
Yes,
Say it.
yes, do it.
It is Friday the 13th. It is Friday, June 13th. The only Friday the 13th of the year, I do believe.
Oh, really?
And even though some of us may not be superstitious, a lot of us do agree Friday the 13th, it lands a little differently than other days. Let's try to get through this day without any, black cats walking under ladders, opening umbrellas in houses. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the superstition that surrounds Friday the 13th? Gandhi, what about you?
I love Friday the 13th. It's always been very lucky for me. I've had big days. My birthday's on the 13th, so it happens on Friday all the time. So no problems.
Okay. Danielle, what about you?
Nope, not at all. You know me, bring a black cat on and I'll give it a hug.
Okay. All right. What about you, Skeery? Friday the 13th. What do you think?
I'm unfazed by it. Good things have happened on the 13th for me.
Yeah.
You know what? More and more people are saying that. What about you, Straight Nate? Well,
Never bothered me. Not in the slightest.
Froggy, what about you? Friday the 13th, Froggy.
It doesn't bother me. However, I won't step on a crack so I don't break my mama's back. I'll make sure I
All
don't
right.
do that.
Oh, that's good.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to make me so mad some days I would go out and look for cracks and stomp on them. Like, ah! What about you, producer Sam? Friday the 13th, yes, no?
Yes, when my dad worked in the emergency room, he said it was always a little busier on a Friday the 13th, so I'm suspicious.
Scotty B, Friday the 13th.
I just don't think about it. If I do, I might get scared a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Friday the 13th. It's also the birthday of, Alex Carr, my husband's birthday is today. It is Friday the 13th. He was born on a Friday the 13th, and he says the number 13 has always been great luck for him. So, anyway, welcome to the day. Do we have any guests or anything going on today? Straight Nate?
Oh, no guests to slow us down.
Nice.
I love that. Let's get on with it. It's Friday the 13th. All right. The official kickoff to Friday the 13th theme song. The Bomb. Well, welcome to the day. Our first caller of the day, our last first caller of the week is Banal from beautiful Clifton, New Jersey, flying out to Seattle tonight and then boarding, look at this, Norwegian Cruise Line's Bliss tomorrow morning, our ship.
Nice.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
Benal, you're hopping on our
Good
ship with the
morning.
godparents. Well, good morning, Benal. How you doing? How you feeling about your trip from Seattle, I'm assuming, to Alaska? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to Alaska. I'm so excited. It's been a rough year. I lost 2 grandparents, but you know what? It's time that I live, and the only thing I could think of was listening to you guys every day was to go on a cruise.
Benal,
And MCL
hold
was
on.
my first
Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you running to catch a bus or something, or do you have a vibrator going?
No. Nah, I'm running to, it's my normal exercise. I'm walking. Sorry.
Good. Okay, just making sure. Because you sound like you're definitely, you sound like you're definitely running or exercising. You know, we're not used to hearing people exercise because, so we hang out with each other. So you're on Bliss tomorrow. Have you ever done the passage? Have you ever gone to Alaska on Norwegian?
No. Nope, never. First time.
Right.
Get ready
Advice.
for some emotional, it's like an emotional roller coaster. You're not going to believe that is actually out there, and you really have to catch your breath, and you start to cry because it's just so beautiful.
It's true. It's true.
That's
You're coming off an
amazing.
emotional year, as you told us. Now you're going to continue to be emotional as you roll up to Alaska. What about you, Gandhi? Any advice for Benal?
Just enjoy it. Take it all in. There's no place I've ever seen like Alaska. I guess it's called the Final Frontier for a reason. And enjoy that midnight sun because it's wild.
It's crazy. All the
I have
wildlife.
my binoculars ready.
The
Yep,
whole
I have my
thing.
binoculars ready, so...
Being out on deck, when you're passing through these passages and you're this close to, wildlife and icebergs and everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing trip for you. And the good thing about being on Bliss, I know because we know Bliss like the backs of our hands. No matter where you are in this world, you know where the bar is.
Yeah.
So it's right there where you left it. Your stool's waiting for you. You're going to have the best time. Who are you
where
going
do
with,
you
Banal?
recommend? Because I did get the unlimited drink package.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Hello, lady.
I say drink around the ship. There's so many. There's a lot of bartenders waiting for you. You're going to love it. You're going to have the best time. Hey, what do you have for our friend Banal, who is on her way to hop on our ship, Bliss?
Well, it's not going to get there in time, but the next time you're around a glacier, wear the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show hoodie, because it gets a little bit chilly out there.
Absolutely. And watch out for the bears when you're there. And have the best time. When you get back, you let us know how it was. You promise?
I promise. I will. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. I've been listening you hear it from everybody, but
thank you.
20-something years I've been listening to you guys.
All right. Well, you continue on your stroll. You know, you can actually walk in circles on board, too. It's a great ship. All right, hold on one second. Wow. The feeling you had when you were about to hop on board, Bliss. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Oh, it's good to have a ship. Do you agree?
Yes.
Love it. It's my favorite thing about us.
We suggest everyone should have their own ship. It is one of the things we do like about us. Let's get on with the day. It is Friday the 13th. Not that it matters. Let's get in with the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right. President Trump will be meeting with his National Security Council today to discuss Israel's preemptive military strike against Iran that took place yesterday. The strikes were reportedly against military and nuclear sites. Iran has responded by launching over 100 drones at Israel. A spokesperson for Iran's armed forces said both Israel and the U.S. will pay dearly for the attack. The Israeli military said it had intelligence that Iran's nuclear program was reaching the point of no return. An Israeli army spokesperson claims Iran was rushing toward a nuclear bomb, and the goal was to eliminate that threat. Air India says at least 241 people are dead after that plane crash yesterday in the western part of the country. But one passenger survived the crash.
So crazy.
It's so I don't even understand how this happened, but everybody, we've got all the information. He was sitting in seat 11A, so apparently that's your lucky spot right there. He told the Hindustan Times newspaper he heard a loud noise seconds after takeoff. He said there were bodies all around him when he woke up. He ran from the plane before somebody grabbed him to put him in an ambulance. The Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner was bound for London when it reportedly crashed into a residential quarters of a doctor's college near the airport.
So tragic.
Oh,
And
so
that seat 11A, if you walk onto an airplane and you look to the right, the first seat right there to your right next to the door, that's 11A on that plane. And someone said, well, should we always try to get in seat 11A? He said, well, no, the good thing is it's near an exit row. It's an exit door. The bad thing is different planes land different ways when they crash, so you never know if that's the good luck seat or not.
Right.
But the fact that he survived that, it's like, whoa.
Wow.
1 out of 242 people who survived that crash. It's crazy.
I cannot even imagine that. That was terrifying, all of it. And finally, the Northern Lights coming back this weekend. So if you want to go look at the sky, you might get a show. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says the Aurora Borealis will be shimmering across the northern U.S. tomorrow night because of a geomagnetic storm, which is when solar flares affect the Earth's magnetic field. The colorful light display should be visible from Idaho all the way to New York and is likely to appear after 10 p.m. But keep in mind, that means there's a solar flare happening, so electronics could go a little wonky, but that's fine. Just look up at the sky. What can you miss? And those are your 3 things.
I got to say, not only is the Aurora Borealis so beautiful to look at, she was just one of my favorite actors on Broadway. Good singer, great voice. You've heard of Aurora Borealis, right?
Yeah, that's Sarah Bareilles.
Sarah Bareilles?
Yes.
Check your facts. Are you ready for your Friday?
Yeah.
The 13th.
Want to see what we actually look like?
Look like a fairy princess that resides over the pits of hell.
Follow us on Instagram at Elvis Duran Show.
How many followers?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Never forget. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at t2t.org. That's T2T.org.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
So yeah, it is Friday the 13th, and even though you may not think you're superstitious, it can still kind of mess with your head, depending on who you're surrounding yourself with, because they may be superstitious or whatever. Psychologists call it an how do you say this? It's some sort of tendency that we have to make connections between unrelated things. So spilling coffee on yourself You blamed it on your unlucky day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mhm.
So anything that happens today that may not be of all positive stance could say to you, oh, well, it's Friday the 13th. So I guess we can justify all problems, everything bad today. We'll just blame it on the day.
Yeah.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
That's it. Makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Right.
For instance, I was so skippy because I went to bed at 8:30 last night to get my sleep. I was like, okay, I can go to sleep early tonight. I was so happy. And then I woke up at like midnight and couldn't go back to sleep until 3:30. I'm like, well, there it is. Friday the 13th. Playing with me. Have you guys had a Friday the 13th moment already?
Actually, no. So far,
Not yet.
The day is young.
Yeah, the day's young.
The day is young now, isn't it? Okay, speaking of mumbo jumbo that we shouldn't believe in, horoscopes. I'm kidding.
What a segue.
Producer Sam, who do you want to do them with?
Elvis, why don't you close the week out with me?
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so if you have a birthday today, you're celebrating with Chris Evans, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, Tim Allen, Steve-O, and my husband Alex.
Alex!
What a party.
That would be a party.
That sounds like the most obnoxious party ever.
Steve-O and Alex? My God.
Steve-O and Alex. I thought they were the same person. I didn't know they were two different people. Anyway, Capricorn. Oh, wait, no, we're supposed to start with Gemini, aren't we?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, you know.
That was the official ruling, though? Some people got
Producer
mad.
Sam, no, that was. Okay, I'm going to start at Gemini, so you have to figure this out, okay?
Okay, let's go. Let's get fancy.
Gemini, your birthday's today. Some chapters need to close before new ones can open, Gemini. You'll know when it's time to turn the page. Your day's a 6.
Cancer, someone is going to need some extra patience this weekend, so keep that in mind when you start feeling irritated. Your day's an 8.
Hello, my fellow Leoans. Some people don't understand your vision, and that's okay. It's not theirs to see. Screw them. It's yours to create, Leos. Your day's a 9.
Virgo, sometimes a step back is actually a step forward. Trust the shift and the new direction. Your day's a 5.
Hey, Libra, pay attention to your inner child. Ignoring their voice will eventually turn into a huge loss. Listen to that voice. Your day's a 9.
Scorpio, not everything needs to be shared. Protect what's precious to you until it is fully grown. Your day's an 8.
Hey, Sagittarius, today's a great day to say what's been on your heart. Someone's ready to hear it. Your day's a 7.
Capricorn, a little risk could turn into your biggest accomplishment. So put yourself out there and bet on you. Your day's an 8.
Hey, Aquarius, time to reorganize that area of your life you've been ignoring. A little maintenance will make a world of difference. Your day's a 7.
Pisces, patience is not passive, it's powerful. Something you've been waiting for is on its way. Your day's a 9.
Hey, Aries, today might feel sort of ordinary, but one small shift could change everything. Stay alert to all the possibilities. Your day's a 10.
And finally, Taurus, the stars may never align, but that doesn't mean what you want won't work out another way. Your day's a 7, and those are your Friday morning horoscopes.
All right, we changed it. We revised it. We always start with the day that's in the today, which is in. Wait, how do we say this? We always start the horoscopes from now on with the sign that we're in today's Gemini.
All right,
So
official ruling.
text now for your complaints and for your positive remarks. Text us at 55100. All right, wish us luck on that one. Danielle, what do you have coming up?
Sabrina Carpenter getting a little heat for her new cover art, and the Grammys have added some new love to their categories.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Alex Warren is here. We're going to play Ordinary for you in a minute.
For people who don't know your life story, you were sort of talking, you mentioned it.
One day I posted a singing video on the toilet and it blew up. And
the toilet blew up?
Honestly,
That's not a good sentence, Alex.
very well could have.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Let's go.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Yeah, even though it's Friday the 13th, it is Friday. Forget the 13th part.
Yeah.
Hey, we're asking you if you're okay with the way we revised the horoscopes this morning, just as a test run. So what we did is we started with Gemini, which is where we are today. And Nate is right. This is why he's the senior executive producer. He says, well, if we're going to start the horoscopes out with reading the names of celebrities who are having birthdays, They're all Geminis today, so let's start with Gemini.
Makes sense,
So-
right? Just transition
it does.
into it.
We did have a lot of pushback. I don't think I can handle this. My morning routine is sacred to me, and you're screwing it all up.
What?
Can't do it, can't handle it. Well, guess what? Get used to it.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it this way. And if this is the worst thing that happens to you today, what a great day you have coming up.
We
Yeah.
always talk about how it's important to switch things up, keep you on your toes. This is great.
Yeah.
It's true. Yes, Nate.
Well, if you remember correctly, we used to do horoscopes the last break that we just did. We used to do them around 6:10 every day, Eastern time, right? And we switched it to this break. And remember the outcry of, I can't believe you moved them. Oh,
I know.
I'm missing them. Oh, this
It's,
is terrible.
Yeah.
let it go. Let it go.
You got to get used to change, people.
I love this text. I agree the horoscopes are a waste of time, Elvis, because that's how I feel. But if you want to mess with people randomly, mix them up. Let them fly. Let them go.
Ooh, I like
Change
that.
is good. Change is good. Let's get into the Danielle report. Danielle.
Yes.
All right, what is going on? What's on your list?
All right, well, the Grammy Awards for next year will introduce new categories and revive an old one. Best Album Cover will return as a Grammy Award option, but you're getting two separate categories for country: Best Traditional Country and Best Contemporary Country Album. And why do you think we're getting that? A lot of people say it's because of Beyonce, because she won Best Country Album, that a lot of people complained about it, and so they're giving us two different country categories so that you get a contemporary one and you get a traditional country. So there you go. So keep you posted if that's the reason. I'm sure we're going to hear more information about that.
Keep us posted.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Who do you think will perform at the Super Bowl halftime this year?
No clue.
All right, well, they are placing their bets that Chappell Roan might be the one taking
Not
the
a chance.
I said the same thing. I said, that's crazy. Miley Cyrus is also on the list. Sabrina Carpenter is on the list. Christina Aguilera, for some reason, is also on the list. So I guess we'll see what happens. Super Bowl 60 will take place at Levi's Stadium in California. That will be going down February 8th, 2026. And we will blink and we will be there. You know how that works.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Rather than a musical halftime at Super Bowl, they should have a stand-up comedian.
Oh, okay.
I would like that, actually. I'm into that.
All right. Let's
funny thing happened on the way to the Super Bowl.
See, I think
Think it through.
Yeah.
Chappell Roan would be awesome. I just feel like she would take issue with 17 different things that happen at a Super Bowl and not want to perform there.
Yeah, possibly. Changes are coming to Instagram. Users may rearrange posts to customize the appearance of their grid. Up until now, Instagram posts were in chronological order, and then you could pin a couple of them to the top of your grid. But now you can move your post around in any fashion that you like. All right, insert laugh here. R. Kelly is seeking a presidential pardon. This week, he was placed in solitary confinement after claiming that people are plotting to kill him in prison. There might be more people outside prison who want to do that. I don't know. But, yeah. Can you imagine if he gets a pardon? Come on now. That's just okay.
No.
Anyway, let's move on.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Yeah, but that would be, come on. Let's talk about Kane Brown. He was promoting his upcoming new single to the people at Walmart. He took to the PA system and he said, "Attention Walmart shoppers, this is Kane Brown and I want to show you a new song I've got coming out Friday." And then he held up his phone and he played the song to the store. The song actually does come out today. It's called Two Pair, so you can hear that everywhere, not just at Walmart. For the first time, Rolling Loud is heading to India. The hip hop festival will be happening in Mumbai. Dates and venue yet to be announced, but it's going to follow the same format. It'll be a 2-day festival, 2 distinct stages, and of course, lots of cool things from different local food and drink places. It has been in Germany, Portugal, the Netherlands, Thailand, Austria. I mean, it's all been all over the world, so this is cool. So yesterday, Sabrina Carpenter announced her new album and gave us the album cover art. It is called Man's Best Friend, and the cover has Sabrina on all fours in front of a man who's pulling a handful of her hair. Man's best friend, a dog. She's a dog in front of the guy. Okay. A women's advocacy group in Scotland says that it is regressive, saying that it reduces women to, quote, pets, props, and possessions. And it promotes an element of violence and control. Of course, Sabrina's fans are defending it as satire and saying that, look, it's commentary on how badly women are treated. I mean, her first single is called Man Child, which actually makes fun of men. So, I don't know. It depends on, I guess where you fall on this. Yeah.
Our own Skeery has an opposing viewpoint here.
Oh, okay.
About Sabrina Carpenter's
Skeery.
artwork. Yes, go ahead, Skeery. How do you feel? What say you?
I'm on the satire bandwagon. She's poking fun at it. She's having a little fun, and it's artistic. So I think that we should respect her artistic impression.
Well, describe to everyone what you described to us during the song. Yeah. Why is it artistic? What message is it with her on all fours and everything? Go ahead.
Well, because the name of the album is Man's Best Friend, and she's she's pretending like she's on a leash. But I don't look past anything more into that. Everyone's trying to read into it more than that. And again, with Man Child being her first single, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's cool. Whatever. I to each his own.
There you go.
That's
offering an opposing viewpoint with
not a popular one.
Thank you, Skeery.
I admit I am agreeing with Skeery.
Don't yuck other people's yum. You're an artist, Gandhi.
I just said I agree with you.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, I think Skeery. She's agreeing with you. I would like to see Skeery on all fours with a leash connected to his neck.
Oh my God!
I'm going to do my rendition of the album.
Yeah.
Didn't we go to that restaurant in La Nouveau Justine and see that in person? I thought we did.
Well, we made Skeery eat his dinner out of a dog bowl.
That's
on the
right.
floor.
I remember that.
Oh yeah,
we did.
So much fun.
Oh, that's
Nate,
a conversation for another time.
We were here before you got here, Nate. We did so much. We could revisit that so Nate can enjoy that.
They put a collar on.
Yes, we do. We had a collar on. Okay, back to you, Nate.
We've got the NBA Finals going down this weekend. The Stanley Cup Finals going down this weekend. Also, what else do we have? My gosh, there's a lot. If you want to go to your theaters, the new one this weekend is How to Train Your Dragon. They're saying it's going to do very well in your theater, so we'll see. But they said Lilo and Stitch still going to do really, really well. So a lot to see and a lot to experience, and that is my Danielle report.
Thank you, Danielle. Fabulous as always.
They wake me up.
I like the morning show.
Oh my God, are we on?
Yeah, we're live.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Wow. How many years ago? September 11th, 2001.
24. This year it'll be 24.
Since 9/11, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been supporting America's greatest heroes and their families. And I love telling the stories about these heroes right here. Heroes like Mark Hulbert. Mark Hulbert. I'm going to get that right. He deserves that. Mark Hulbert was born into a military family. His father served 25 years. His grandfather fought in World War II. So he wanted to turn his childhood dream of serving into a reality, so he enlisted in the U.S. Army. He served multiple tours, including Afghanistan. On his fourth tour, he stepped on an IED. He lost 2 fingers and both of his legs. So here comes the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. They provided Mark and his family with a mortgage-free smart home. Amazing. Totally enabling Mark to live more independently, have family gatherings, and live his life as he deserves to do so. So Mark and so many others, they've paid this high price protecting our country. And friends like you have helped to say, hey, thank you to Mark and so many others. And not just with words, but through actions as well. You can even help more of America's heroes like Mark. Support Tunnel to Towers. It's so easy. Donate $11 a month. Do you know the significance behind the 11? Anyone know?
For 9/11?
Also, the 2 towers of the World Trade Center.
Oh, yeah.
They do form the number 11. Many reasons. Donate $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. That's T, the number 2, T.org. Get on in here.
Love it. Let's go.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Well, I don't know about where you're living, but here where we're living, it was hot yesterday. It got really hot. And, of course, it's summertime rolling through, so it's going to be hot. It's supposed to be, right?
Yep.
But I think yesterday was our first hot day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know if you're listening to us on Y100.7 down in Miami, you've had hot for a few days now. And humidity. It's been humid. You have a great weekend, by the way, in the 90s and hot all weekend in Miami. Here in New York, it's going to be nasty. I think it's rain all day tomorrow. Wash out for tomorrow.
It's looking like it, at least in the morning time, but it's going to be cooler, too.
What about Sunday?
Sunday
For Father's
is
Day.
a reprieve. You got sun, could see some rain on Sunday in this area.
Do you know this was the time my air conditioning decided to poop the bed and stop working?
Of course it did.
And they came in to fix it and said, yeah, here's the way to fix it. They unplugged it from the wall. They said, you need a whole new system. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
like,
Here's how we fix it. Here's how we fix it. We take it away.
Exactly. That's what they said. We're like, oh, that's great.
Last night I was thinking, I don't want to turn a burner on. I don't want to turn an oven on. I don't even want to use the microwave. I don't want anything warm. So I had some cheese and some bread and some wine. I had wine and cheese for dinner last night. That was
How
it.
European.
Yeah.
I was peeing. European, I was peeing. It was good. It was nice. And it was just all I needed. It was great. And then, of course, in the middle of the night, my stomach's like... You ate wine and cheese. What'd you have for dinner last night, Gandhi?
Pizza.
Oh, there you
go. It was good. Yeah.
Ooh, wish I would have had that.
Made it through. We're doing okay. No gurgling in the middle of the night.
What about you, Danielle? What'd you have?
I had lots of different things. I went to a friend's house and the family fed me. So I had Italian pasta and
Nice.
pizza. Then I went to a little party and had appetizers. And then on the way home, I had McDonald's. So I had a lot of stuff last night. No regrets.
I'm always tempted to exit and go through a drive-through somewhere and go, let me just see what they have on. I really haven't eaten through a drive-through or ordered through a drive-through in so long.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, God.
It was good.
Maybe I'll do that. Today's the day. I don't know. Hey, do you have a game today? I know you have, since it's Pride Month, you have something Pride Month related.
I do. A listener
What is
suggested that we do a game called That's So Gay, and we did it. So it is our favorite artist from the LGBTQIA plus community. All you have to do is guess the artist. Pretty easy.
Oh,
we'll play you some music.
So each artist is either L or G or B or T or plus or Q?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
One of the letters.
Okay. We can do that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mother's Cookies. Did you see that bunch of cookies? All the bags of cookies they dropped off yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a fattening job. But somebody's got to do it. And I'm glad they chose us. What was your favorite cookie? Anyone?
They were frosted with they were dinosaurs.
They were dinosaur shaped. I was specifically looking for Triceratops in
Did you? I like the pink frosting on the cookies.
They were very good.
They are.
Father's Day is Sunday. Okay, not that you want to hear it. The top 10, I did a search for the top 10 Father's Day gifts, the gifts they want. Okay? According to this list.
Okay.
Grill is number one. Something that has to do with the grill. Anything that's grill related.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
They want to burn some meat. Watches are big. Really? Dartboards. Really? Dad, you want a dartboard? Happy Father's Day.
That would be in my house. My husband would want a dartboard.
Well, see, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sneakers, swimsuit, a golf bag, sunglasses.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. My dad, the thing he wanted more than anything was just a great dinner and let him control the remote control.
Oh,
And it had to be for a specific time, like a week.
Oh, really?
Which was just hell, right?
Oh,
so yeah, Dad got to control the remote control. That was his gift. It was the ultimate for him, though.
Yeah,
nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Any other
always so
ideas?
hard. It's tough to buy gifts for guys. Whenever you go to the gifting section for men, it's always something weird, like a leather-bound book and a pocket knife. There has to be other stuff that dudes want.
In my house, Sheldon wants, I'm not even kidding you, he wants each of us to draw him a picture. So
I love that.
You got to see me online taking a tutorial of how to draw things because I am
that's
not an
awesome.
artist. Yeah, so I have ideas, and I will be drawing a picture this weekend, and that will be one. I mean, but that's he goes. I don't want anything. That's all I want this weekend. So we're going to do
That's
brunch
cool.
and that. So yeah.
So what he's doing here is he's encouraging his family members to get creative.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dig deep within
That's
you to
sweet.
come up with something for him.
Yeah.
All right. I wish my dad was still alive. I'd draw him a picture.
No, I know. Me too.
He'd be like a stick figure standing outside a house with a sideways on top of the house. It'd be like a sideways chimney with smoke coming out of it. It'd be great.
Oh, that's what I always draw, the sideways chimney.
There you go.
So
I can do
glad I'm
that.
not
I can do
alone.
that. And then a sunshine, a little Mr.
Yes.
Sunshine with a
And he
smiley
has
face in the corner.
Always a smiley face.
Good news is today another Twix $1,000 free money phone tap. Today I put 5 Twix bars into my mouth.
Oh, my God.
You are
Let's see how
talented.
that rolls out in just a few minutes.
Rolling?
Yep.
Want to hear something slightly more unhinged than the morning show?
Damn it!
Elvis Duran's After Party, a podcast we record daily when the morning show is finished.
He is literally a pastry.
Elvis Duran's After Party. Listen on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
This Father's Day, find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at Macy's. From polos and watches to barbecue gear and barware, Macy's has all the gifts from all the top brands. Shop now at Macy's.com/gift guide or in store.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Yeah, here we are, Friday the 13th. Welcome to the day. We're going to make it the luckiest day of your life.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, we were talking earlier in the show at the very beginning about Friday the 13th, your level of superstitions and how it fits into the day. And most of you said, no, Friday the 13th, the number 13 as well, has been just lucky for me. So, yeah, lucky 13.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is, of course, it's Pride Month. And we've got the Village people doing their thing. Hey, so with Pride Month going on, you know, Gandhi, who is in charge of all of our games, including music and sound, has come up with something just for you. What is this called?
That's so gay.
It is.
Yeah.
That's so gay.
I love
so
it.
How does one play this?
All right, so these are all artists from the LGBTQ plus community. All you have to do is guess the artist. It's going to be super easy, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. if you know your LGBTQ people, and you know, you have to identify that they're so gay.
Yeah. And
Some of them, you know, go back and forth.
it's right, anybody. The L, the G, the B, the T, the Q, the I, the A, the plus, whatever.
Exactly.
If you hear a band, pick the gay person in the band.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's a band that has a gay person.
Yes. I think
Turn
there's
this
only
up,
one of
Skeery.
those, but still.
Let's analyze these lyrics.
I've got to be a macho.
I've got to be a macho man. What a song. A macho man. It's kind of funny how, you know, okay, you can turn it down. I look around the room here with Skeery and Scotty and Nate. I don't see a lot of macho going on here.
Extremely macho.
Danielle, do you see any macho happening in the room?
Not really.
I used to dance to this on my living room floor.
Oh, that makes you extra
Oh, yeah.
macho.
I wish you could see the macho dancing that's going
My
on.
parents had this on the record player.
Jeez.
My
I
God.
like how you said, I would dance to this on the living room floor. Well, thank God you weren't on the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Waiting for tips from mom and dad.
This song is kind of amazing, though.
Great
It is.
song.
How do you say this is amazing?
You don't hear it often, and it does make you dance, and it is hilarious.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
And it's their other hit, Reno YMCA.
Yeah.
Macho
Exactly.
Man,
All right.
underrated.
Well, they also had In the Navy.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
The gayest songs
so-
ever. I love
So
it.
call us now. It's a game called That's So Gay. Identify the gay or LGBTQ plus artist at 800-242-0100. Crank it up, Skeery. Dance on your floor. And there you go. So exciting. All right, thank you, Skeery. I should dance to this on the living room floor.
My friends and I tried to dress up as them for Halloween.
What do you mean try?
How'd that go?
No one wanted to put on the buttress. What is that? The Indian feather head? No
The
one wanted
headdress.
to. It was
The
the
headdress,
headdress.
yeah.
Yeah. Someone did
How come?
dress up in the leather pants with the cop. The leather.
With the what?
The leather pants cop.
Oh.
The cop. Yeah.
Cop with the leather pants. Yeah.
There was a cowboy, right?
Yeah.
There was a
Yeah.
sailor.
A firefighter, a construction worker,
A Native American.
Native American.
Back then they said Indians, and it's Native American. So if today, if you dressed up as an Indian, you dressed as Gandhi.
Yes.
She's
Use
a
them
member
all.
You're a village people person.
I am.
All right, we'll get that rolling in a second. Let's see what else. Should we do 3 things right now and then come back and do it? Okay, we're so excited. And let's do the 3 things here. And I'm looking at the list of the LGBTQ plus artists. We have to choose a song from one of them to play on the show. Okay, lots to choose from here.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there.
800-242-0100. Call if you want to play. All right, Gandhi, 3 things we need to know.
All right, the back and forth continues. Early in the day yesterday, a federal judge issued a ruling that halted the Trump administration's deployment of military troops in Los Angeles, writing that the federal government did not have the authority to nationalize California's National Guard. Then later in the day, a federal appeals court decided to pause that ruling and return control over the National Guard decided to pause the ruling, returning the power back to California. So that is where it currently stands right now. We're going to see where it goes from here. Yesterday, Israel launched a preemptive strike on Iran against military and nuclear sites. The Israeli military says it had intelligence that Iran's nuclear program was reaching the point of no return and claims that in recent months it had actually accumulated evidence about Iran's effort to produce thousands of kilograms of enriched uranium, which would enable the regime to obtain a nuclear weapon within a short period of time. An Israeli army spokesperson said Iran was rushing toward that nuclear bomb and their goal is to eliminate the threat. And finally, a little girl is recovering after she was attacked by a shark in southwest Florida. The 9-year-old child was snorkeling with her family in Boca Grande Beach on Wednesday when the shark nearly took off her arm or her hand at the wrist.
Jeez.
She was airlifted to Tampa General Hospital, where she underwent a 6-hour surgery to reattach her hand. And yesterday, doctors said she was moving her fingers. So that's good news.
Oh, that's
and
good,
those
yeah.
are your 3 things.
And here comes Shark Week.
Yes.
There you go. They almost lost their precious girl. And you're so excited about Shark Week.
I am, because you know what? Everybody talks about shark-infested waters and this and that. It's the water. It's the ocean. That's where they live. We're kind of the ones that are infesting it, and it's not their fault that they're doing what sharks do. They're animals. That's what they're going to do.
When are we going to have Vicious Murderers Week?
Oh, Nate needs a time to shine.
That's right, baby. I'll start it right now.
You should be the host of Bloody Murderers Week. All right, so we were going to take a break and then come back and do That's So Gay, but we decided to do it now.
Yes!
Why wait? We can make our own decisions. We decided to do it now. We need a game. We need a game right this very minute. Let's go talk to Amanda. Amanda's on line 3, Skeery, if you could push the Amanda button. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, good morning.
Well, good morning. Welcome to That's So Gay.
Thank you.
All right, so describe the game and how she plays.
All right. I think this is going to be easy for you. All you need to do is give us the artist, and every single artist is part of the LGBTQ plus community. We're celebrating them, of course, for Pride Month. And if you hear a band, go with the gay one.
Okay.
Exactly. All right.
I'm nervous. I hope I got this.
Yeah. I'm nervous for you. Aren't we all a little
My
nervous?
coworker just walked in. She's going to have to help me.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
That's
okay.
allowed. That's okay. Teamwork. That's so gay.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. All right, here we go. Here is That's So Gay artist number 1.
Cause you're that type. I'm the bad guy.
Duh.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Yeah. There you go. And now That's So Gay artist number 2. Danielle's favorite. Now, who's that?
Oh, man. Come on, tell me.
Really?
We don't know that one.
We don't? Oh. Danielle's favorite artist growing up. You want to tell her who it
That's
is?
George Michael. I thought I could make him straight so many times.
I'm sorry, Danielle.
That's okay.
My mom thinks the same thing about Barry Manilow.
Wait, hold on. Barry Manilow's gay?
No. I'm sorry, Elvis.
All right, here we go. Hopes dashed. Here we go. Here is That's Okay artist number 3.
right, who's that?
Chaperone.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. You're doing really well. Here's one of my favorite artists. He's been on the show a couple of times. Who is this so gay artist number 4? There you go. Who's that?
I'm sorry, can you play that one more time, please?
Okay, here it is.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Okay. That's Troye Sivan. God, he was out on tour all summer long, a world tour. It's great. Okay, well, I'll give you an easier one. Here we go. That's okay. Artist number 5.
And it seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Elton John.
Yeah, you got that one. All right, slam dunk. All right, another good friend of ours. As a matter of fact, every time I see him, I always give him a banana.
Really?
As a gift. It's a little joke we have. Here is That's Okay artist number 6. All right, who's that?
Sam Smith.
It is Sam Smith.
Yeah.
They are one of our favorite artists. All right, here we go. Here's artist number 7. Go with the gay one.
Easy
Go.
come, easy go. Will you let me go? Bismillah. No, we will not let you go. Let him go.
That's my guy, Freddie Mercury.
That's your guy, Freddie Mercury. Absolutely. You're doing really, really well here, Amanda. Absolutely. Here we go. Here is That's So Gay, artist number 8.
Ricky Martin?
Ricky Martin, that's right.
Yeah.
Very gay.
All right, we got 2 more to go. Let's see how you do. We're all counting on you, Amanda. Here is That's So Gay, artist number 9.
Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way like
Who's that?
Little Nas X.
That's Lil Nas X. Do you want to add the extra fun bonus story about Lil Nas X, Gandhi? How he affected your life for a few weeks?
Yeah, he once spit in my mouth and I got COVID. That was the first time I got COVID. Thank you, Lil Nas X.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to know the background music or the background stories. Here we go. And now our final artist on That's Okay. Here is artist number 10. All right, a classic. Who's that?
Melissa Etheridge?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Wow.
You did really well. How did Amanda do? Did we count them up?
She got 8 out of 10, if I'm not mistaken.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10?
I think it was maybe 7 or 8.
I thought she got 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 8. I think she got 8. She missed George Michael and she missed Troye
Sivan.
All right, you did really well.
Good job.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you. I have my coworkers to help me here.
What do we have for our friend Amanda? Anything fun?
Well, thanks to Hackensack Meridian Health, we're going to load her down with the full Elvis Duran apparel line.
There you go. Congratulations.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Of course, the full apparel line means a shirt and a hoodie.
Yeah, that's right.
That's as full as it gets.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. No, thank you. Let's hear it for the one and only Amanda. That's
Good job,
okay, hold on one second. Turn down the Village People for just a moment. What song do you want to hear? We got to hear a song from the above list. It doesn't have to be one of the songs you played. It could be someone from that artist. You had Billie Eilish, George Michael, Chappell Roan, Troye Sivan, Elton John, Sam Smith, Freddie Mercury, Ricky Martin, Lil Nas X, and Melissa Etheridge.
This is tough. I think Rush and Freedom both sounded really good.
Freedom did sound really good, and it's Danielle's favorite. Was it the George Michael poster on your wall in your bedroom growing up that you actually used to practice kissing
No,
on?
that was Greg Evigan from BJ and the Bear.
Of course. Silly me.
Yeah, silly you.
Freedom sounds good. Do you have Freedom ready to go?
Yeah. Was that George Michael on his own, or is that Wham?
No, that's George Michael on his own.
That's definitely for George Michael. Hello.
Well,
wow.
There's a version in here from Wham, but this is Freedom
That's
90.
Freedom 90.
This
Yeah,
is Freedom 90.
You want Freedom 90.
Okay, that's what I got.
Freedom 90 is good.
That
Okay.
was the hit.
Okay, here it is. Oh, George Michael.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. The free money phone tap.
Oh, today I'm cramming in 5 Twix bars at the same time.
Wow.
I'm going to shotgun these babies. I'm so excited. I love my Twix. And, and this week, as I've grown with the amount of Twix in my mouth each day, the number of Twix, I've learned to love them even more because they taste different. If you eat just one Twix stripe, I call them stripes, versus 5, the taste is different because it lands different. How's your Twix? How many are you eating there, Skeery?
Well, I got the share size with 4 bars in it, so I'm going to take 2, and Nate's going to take 2. Right. Unless, Danielle, you'd like one.
I'm going to double barrel it
Yeah,
right
I
now.
might have a little piece too. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, just saying, that's child's play, just 2 at the same time.
I got to start small. I'm not as talented as you, Elvis.
Here we go. And so, okay.
Whoa.
Can you try
Like
5?
Walrus.
I'm going to try 5 today. I love these so much.
It hits different when you double
It
barrel.
does. But it's still crunchy and chewy and chocolate and caramelly and cookie-ish and candish.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to one-up you on that. I'm going to do 3.
Yes, Gandhi.
Now, when you say you're going to put 5 in your mouth, do you mean 5 packs? So we're going for 10 bars, or do you mean 5 bars?
5 bars.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, see, Scary's been working on 3.
Oh,
I love this. That's nice.
Wow.
What? No, don't talk. Don't talk. Do not talk.
You got caramel on your chin.
Scary.
Scary.
Take
All right,
my whole
okay.
mouth.
What? Please don't talk. Have some respect for our friends at Twix. Anyway, Twix has everything in there. Like I said, the chocolate, the caramel, the crunchy, the chewy, the cookie, the candy. And they're fun to eat. And, and when you do your morning show, you can have fun with Twix. They are good, though, right?
It took up
So I
my
like-
They
whole mouth.
can't even talk. They can't. Their mouth is
You're
so
right. You're
full.
right, Daniel. You're right. I shouldn't ask questions because they may answer.
It took up my whole mouth.
Thank you. And thanks to Twix, you're winning $1,000 right now with the free money phone tap. If you're called at 1-800-242-0100. You boys keep chewing. I'll play the phone tap.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
What's your phone tap all about, Skeery? Well, Hector wants to phone tap his wife, Christina. Christina's been all wound up recently because their son has been picking up really bad habits from this kid, Ricky, at school. And that's partly because Ricky gets it from his dad, who pretty much acts like one of the kids. So I thought I'd pretend to be Ricky's dad. Hector's going to start to call to Christina, and then I'm going to jump in after.
All right, let's see what happens. Today's phone tap. Let's listen in.
Hello?
Hey, listen, I just got a call from school. They just let me know that Greg got signed out.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
By
It's really
who?
weird.
By you?
No. Rick's dad, his friend.
Rick? What the Why?
No, I have no idea.
Why is he out of school? The school is over in 4 days.
What do you want me to do? The school signed him out.
Get your ass over there. Go to the school and find out what's going on. I don't have time for this.
Honey, I can't just.
I am working. I told him he's not allowed to hang out with him. He had been smoking cigarettes last time he was over there. Did you call Greg's phone?
I tried calling him. His phone's off. I sent him text. There's no reply. I got Dave's phone number. I can get him on the horn right now. I got to try to call him. Okay?
Rick's dad, Dave.
I got his number from that one thing when we were.
Call him.
Right. What? Just relax. Jesus, hold on.
Bastard.
Hello?
Dave.
Hey.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Ricky? Why did you sign our son out of school without asking permission from his parents?
Oh, who's this?
Christina. I'm Greg's mother.
Angry much?
Who the do you think you are signing my kid out of school without asking permission?
SMH, school's done. They have half days.
What are you, 6? Aren't you an adult? Do you know how to handle stuff?
No, I do. But the struggle is real, Christina.
It's not legal for you to sign other kids out of school.
FML, parent or guardian. I'm a guardian. Hello?
I am going to punch you in your face.
Yeah, you should be excited because I'm not charging you babysitting fees. And your son's... and I'm paying
God.
for his admission into Six Flags, okay? So I'm not even going to charge you for that.
What? You guys are at Six Flags?
Yeah.
You take my son 90 miles down the highway? Are you out of your mind?
I wanted to play in the street. They're going to get hit
Oh, my God. Should I call the police? Are you all right?
Well, that escalated quickly.
You sound like you're drunk.
No, slow your roll, okay? Slow your roll.
So my roll. I don't care what you paid for. I don't care where you are. You bring his ass back here right now.
I can't do that. They're waiting online for King Dakar right now. Hector, how do you feel about this?
Nothing to do with this house.
I'm not
buddy.
talking to you. Sorry. Bye, Felicia.
My name is Christina.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he did pay for him. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Really, Hector? Really?
It's
Really?
male bonding, you know?
He didn't even go to school today. What is wrong with you?
They're having an epic time.
An epic time?
Yeah.
What, are you 6 years old?
Zero given there. Okay, Christina?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. I'm calling the police.
Oh, you could call the police because this is happening right now.
Why do you talk like you're a teenage kid?
Because I'm the cool dad.
Oh, you're a cool dad.
I'm the cool dad,
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see how cool you are when you're walking out of there in handcuffs.
Listen to the way you're talking. You sound white girl wasted right now.
This is exactly why you're by yourself.
While you're hanging out on Friday night, falling asleep at 8 o'clock on the couch, I'm getting turned up.
You are on drugs, I'm telling you.
Hey, honey, look, he's just trying to have a good time. We don't have to get personal stuff here, okay?
Pretty soon it'll be shot o'clock. You guys in?
Dave, I know your whole story, okay? Adrian and all of our friends, we all know all about your wife and how she just walked out on you because you're a loser.
Whatever. She was ratchet from the very beginning.
I don't want Greg hanging out with Ricky anyway. You're a terrible influence. You're like a terrible father.
You're just jealous because you're a basic bitch.
Hector, are you actually laughing at this calling your wife a bitch? Really?
That's right.
You are. You're laughing. You're having a
Guys,
good
is that
time?
fun?
Oh, okay.
That's a ginormous roller coaster, right?
Put him on the phone.
Let's go get some churros.
Put my son on the phone.
You want to go on Batman? That ride's on fleek.
Put him on the phone.
Let's take a selfie, the three of us.
Put him on the phone.
Yo, you guys post it to Snapchat, okay?
Hey, are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm calling the cops right now.
Face palm.
You guys are all on something. I don't know what it is, but I'm not playing this game. Goodbye.
We're on a.
Goodbye.
Hey, no, we're all on something. We're on the radio.
On the radio, yeah, right. Okay, anything to make an excuse.
Christina.
What?
That awkward moment when you've been phone tapped.
What?
This is Skeery Jones from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Are you kidding me?
Got you!
Wait, Greg's not at Great Adventure?
No, he's in school.
I got you so good.
I can't even.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
That was so dated.
Oh my gosh. King Dakar got imploded at the end of February.
And so did the term on fleek. Oh my God, scary.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Facepalm. There you go. Your $1,000 very dated free money phone tap. Maybe we should retire that one. Yeah. Let's go talk to Romero. Romero.
Hello. How are you?
We're doing well, but not as well as you. Romero, you're called on 100. You won $1,000 with a free money phone tap.
Yay, woohoo!
Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Like everybody else, been trying for years.
Isn't that weird how it finally pays off? You just never know. That's why you should never give up. Never give up. Stay on that horse. Never get off. Romero, $1,000 is all yours thanks to our friends at Twix. So next time you're at the store, you see a Twix, grab it, kiss it, thank it, then eat it, okay?
I'll tell you, I can't thank you guys enough. Today's my last day of work because I work for the school system. So this is a good little tip for the summer now.
I love that. So what do you do for the school system, Romero?
I regulate the food inventory in all 16 public schools in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh,
Good
wow.
God, that's a big
amazing.
responsibility.
Yeah.
That's a lot of massive cans of peas and carrots.
Absolutely.
I love that. So what's on the menu today? I mean, is there one item on the menu today? The last day is it universal for all schools?
It's the last day of school, and it's a Friday, so typically Friday is pizza day.
Yeah.
So
We love pizza day. Can't go wrong with pizza day. Otherwise, in our school, we called it cardboard with tomato sauce day.
Yeah. That's
more or less. Yeah. More or less.
Stop it, Romero. I bet your food is fabulous. It's all blue ribbon, Michelin award-winning food. We love it. All right, Romero, $1,000 on the way with the free money phone tap. Thank you so much. Hold on one second. And thank you to Twix. What a great week. What a filling week.
Thank you, Twix.
It was great.
I will be doing.
Thank you.
I'll be doing the 5 Twix in my mouth, but not on the air because I think that'll be too much for the kids. But thank you, Twix. We loved our week. It was incredible.
It's whack-a-doodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time.
My nipples are so hard.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. It's time to talk about something that'll make all our lives a little smoother. We're all familiar with PayPal, right? PayPal is the trusted and rewarding way to pay. It gives you more savings and more flexibility, which is always great to have. Don't just pay, PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
10. Get up like the butt crack of dawn. 9.
Oh my God, Elvis, I love you.
8.
Big Daddy's buying today.
7. I'm going to come to your bedside tonight.
6.
Oh my goodness.
5.
Here we go.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Hey, a lot of people are texting in. They heard your podcast, this week's podcast, Gandhi, Sauce on the Side.
Okay.
And everyone's saying it was just a lot of fun.
Oh, that's nice. We had a lot of fun with this last episode. It was Andrew, Diamond, myself, and we talked to Abby. We got to know Abby, and I laughed until I almost peed, and Diamond had to take off her sweatshirt because she was laughing so hard she was sweating.
I like that. We need more reasons to laugh. So it's Sauce on the Side. This week's installment is all about just a circle of people laughing. That's all you need, really. It's pretty simple.
Bunch of idiots.
So I went to Starbucks yesterday, and they wrote Elvin on the cup. Okay, conspiracy theory. And some people say that Starbucks baristas are told to misspell customers' names so people will post photos on social media with a Starbucks cup. Do you think that could be true?
I could see that.
I could see it, yeah.
I could see it too.
Yeah.
But I wonder, if you work at Starbucks, will you text me at 55100? I want to know more. There's a conspiracy theory.
I like when they write little notes to you, like, have a nice day. That's sweet.
At least give me a heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. There are a lot of conspiracy theories out there that people think might be true that are harmless, like that one. One that I find that could be harmless is your phone's microphone is constantly hot and you're listening to keywords to target advertising.
It's a fact. That's
Yeah,
a fact.
Definitely.
Right. Do you use Waze, by the way, when you're driving?
Yup.
Do you think cops go on Waze and leave notes about random police sightings just to cause people to slow down, or delete the fact that they're there, or they keep saying no, no, no? So I don't know how the voting works on Waze.
I don't know.
But I'm wondering if police are actually trying to manipulate the Waze readout.
It makes sense, right? I mean, they have just as much right to be on there as us driving.
Yeah.
So why not change it?
And enough downvotes will actually make it disappear.
Okay, I heard another one, a really weird one. The reason Disney came out with a movie and called it Frozen was so that when you Google Disney Frozen, you get information about the movie and not about the websites talking about Walt Disney's body actually being frozen.
Oh my God.
Wow. I thought it was just his head.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought he just froze his head.
I thought so too.
I thought it was his whole body, but it's urban legend, isn't it? I mean, isn't it an urban legend?
Let's Google.
I guess all you need is his head.
Yeah, Walt Disney.
Is that how that works? I don't know. Like,
I
could you
don't know.
reanimate someone without their spinal cord?
I'm
Just stick it on
just
someone else?
I don't know. Obviously, we're experts on this.
Right.
It's like, if you want to have a debate, no, you need more than the head now. You need the spinal cord because it's part of the brain. If you think about it, it's an extension of the brain. It's the tail of the brain. I don't know. Someone told me that they thought that Trader Joe's would rather have a small parking lot to make it look like it's more full and therefore more popular.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Does it? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know,
let me
but then
tell
that
you, it does. Trader Joe's has the worst parking lot, especially by me. You
Right.
can never find a parking spot. All I do is complain about how busy that place is. So I get it. Totally.
Any conspiracy theories you want to think about or talk about? We can look into them. Think about it.
Like, those little ones are more of like a big, broad conspiracy.
Well, all of them at this point. I think they're all kind of fun.
Well, I've been hearing a lot about the moon, and I used to say, hey, I don't know if I believe that. But then the more, crap is posted on the internet, the more I'm wondering. So
You mean
there are
the moon landing?
Well, that's part of it, but more so that the moon is hollow and it was actually placed because none of the things about the moon really make sense in our atmosphere or in our galaxy if you look at other moons and the way that they work. So it's like, okay, if it was artificially placed, why? What placed it there? Why have we never seen the dark side of it? There are all these different theories about if you drill, if you go far enough, there's just nothing. And I need answers.
Okay, I've never heard of the moon. Other than the moon landing thing, I've never heard of the moon being fake.
Hollow
being
moon theory.
It's a set.
Yeah.
It's a prop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate.
Have you ever heard about the stink bug spy theory?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Stink bugs, right? Those
Yeah.
Because I live with them. Out here where I live, 1 million of them.
And you kill them or they die and they really don't go away. The conspiracy is they're all tiny robots the government has sent out to spy on us. Because I've seen stink bugs that have been dead for 10 years and they still look as good as new.
This was an episode of Backyardigans, guys. They had bugs in Backyardigans, the cartoon, and they were taking over the world, and the Backyardigans had to figure out a way to stop those bugs. And they were sent here as spies. Yep.
See, I think that's what the lanternfly is.
Oh.
Another spy drone or whatever? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're spy drones because, the government, and I think they're from another place, but the government's like, if you see them, stomp them out. And I live really high up in the sky. No bugs come up there except the lanternfly. And it just stares in my window. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, back to the stink bug thing. So, where my house is located in New Jersey, western New Jersey toward Pennsylvania, this is like the capital of stink bugs. I mean, more stink bugs here per square mile than any other place in the world. It's also where we have the drone issue out here. So there's something, this is a hotbed of government spying activity out here with stink bugs and drones.
Yeah, and taking the stink bug a step further, you step on it, what happens? It stinks. So you don't step on it. There you go. They're trying to keep you from breaking these robots.
I know. Why are they spying on me? I single-handedly am controlling this. It's all about me.
Yep.
That Elvis Duran. Got to keep an eye on that little pervert. Let's go around the room. I want to see what's on the minds of those who are in the room. We'll start with Danielle. Danielle, what's on your mind?
All right, so last night I went to an amazing event. You know that we have partnered with our friend Dr. Blaine for Dr. Blaine's Plastic Surgery. Her mom passed away a few years ago, and she does really amazing things for breast cancer. And I know yesterday we were talking about Ananda Lewis, the former MTV VJ who passed away way too early, and she admitted she didn't get her mammograms, and she was saying how important it is to get mammograms. So yesterday I got to go to a Blaine Blue party where we all dressed in blue, but all the proceeds went to Pink Aid to help with breast cancer. And they have the coolest baskets and prizes that you can still bid on. And the bidding ends today at 12 o'clock. And one of the prizes is to come up here and meet us. The Elvis Duran Morning Show. So it's actually a really cool prize. There's so many other cool prizes. I wanted to bid on everything. I'm going to post it on my Instagram at Radio Danielle Monaro. And like I said, you got a couple more hours. It's for a good cause, and maybe you'll get something really cool out of it too, and do something nice for people and help others with breast cancer. So yeah.
When are they coming up?
Well, we got to see who wins the prize, and then they'll come up and say hi to us. Yeah.
I'm always amazed that people want to come see our show because we see it every day. We're like, I don't get it.
Bidding started at like $500, guys.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Well, okay. Well, let's try to shower that day.
So,
Maybe put on something nice. I'm not going to wear my juicy couture sweats.
Okay.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good day.
It'll be a good day.
Hey, Skeery, what's up with you today?
I just want to wish my dad, Tony Skeery, a very happy 79th birthday in
Happy
Brooklyn.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Tony, happy birthday. Love you.
I can't wait to see him on Father's Day.
You are going to see him and my family.
Absolutely. We're celebrating dads on Father's Day. Oh, by the way, another birthday, Greg T.
Yay!
Greg T.
Happy birthday, Greg T.
And Judy Torres. Happy birthday, Judy Torres.
Yeah, but Greg T. and Judy Torres, we love Judy. I love it when she's in the building. When Greg T. Worked for our show, he started out as Greg T., the round-headed frat boy. That was his full name. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but I'm sure he'll never forget it. So happy birthday to Greg T. We love you. We love you. We love you. We miss you so much.
Yep.
What's going on, Straight Nate?
Okay, I'm not a dad, so I can only assume how this would feel.
Well, not that you know.
Not that I'm aware of. But it is Father's Day this weekend, and one of my favorite memories is I guess this is a compliment if your dad and your son or daughter wants to dress up like you. And I have a picture of me and my dad, and I'm wearing Dickies pants and a t-shirt because that's what my dad always wore to his job. He was a truck driver. And yeah, he was a truck driver, so he did a lot of manual labor. And I remember I always wanted to dress up like my dad and be like my dad. So I guess that's a compliment. So happy Father's Day, Dad. I'm not dressing up as you anymore, but I still think about you all the time. And
I love that.
always
I love
setting
that.
Good example.
And obviously it's stuck because you wear a Dickie every day.
Dickie's the pants, not Dickie the fake turtleneck. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Elvis, for making and happy Father's Day, Elvis. You're our big daddy around here. So.
I'm Big Daddy. It's Big Daddy Day. Producer Sam, you have a beautiful smile today, as you do every day. What's going on? What are you thinking about?
I know I don't have to tell anyone in this room this, but go see the concert. Go buy a ticket to see that person you really want to see because you have no idea how many times they'll be performing. Tonight, I am going to go see Ringo Starr and his all-star band because I'm secretly like 85 years old.
That's awesome.
I am so excited. I saw him when I was 12 years old. My dad took me, and the last few times he's been around, I'm like, I should get a ticket, and then I don't, and I've bummed myself out. So I bought it. I'm going tonight, and I can't wait, where the average viewing age is going to be like 75.
Nice. That's awesome.
Ringo Starr.
Right. Have fun.
I can't wait.
You'll be the first to get in and the first to get out.
I can't
You'll be the
wait.
fastest one. And finally, Gandhi. How is your time with your sister in Ohio?
Incredible, amazing. I always love seeing her and that little dog and just kind of resetting for a second. So it's really good to be here. And the
That
weather's
dog's
been
the
perfect.
best.
That dog is the best. And guess what I saw yesterday?
With that.
Fireflies. We were talking about how they're vanishing. Yeah, it made me so happy. So yeah, go look for fireflies. I know we've talked about this before, but it takes the same amount of energy to say something hateful to someone as it does to say something nice. But the outcome of those two different comments are wildly different. So take some time and say something nice. If you have a compliment for a person, if you see something that impresses you, give them that compliment. Take a second on Instagram to send them something and say something nice. You have no idea how it might just change their day. I know this is personally for me. When I get something nice, I love it and I really appreciate it. And on the flip side, when people say mean things, it kind of is like, damn it, why? So take your time and do good stuff with it. Don't do the bad stuff.
I like that. And you know what? You just said something a second ago. It's just as easy to say something nice as it is to say something mean.
Yeah.
I also look at it this way. It really says a lot about how you are as a person if it's easier just to say something nice and more challenging to say something mean and vice versa. If it's so easy for you to just say something snarky and sarcastic and rude, then if that's the easy first thing that comes to your mind, then you are a sleazy, sarcastic, rude person. If the niceties come out and just roll off the tongue without you really thinking about them, it really says a lot about you as a nice person. Just thinking about it.
And it says, and everybody always says that saying something nice takes a lot less energy than saying something nasty. You know?
I'm thinking that means you're a nice person if they agree with that. All right, into the three things we need to know. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right. President Trump will be meeting with his National Security Council today to discuss Israel's preemptive military strike against Iran that took place yesterday. The strikes were reportedly against military and nuclear sites. Iran has responded by launching over 100 drones at Israel. A spokesperson for Iran's armed forces said both Israel and the U.S. will pay dearly for the attack. The Israeli military said it had intelligence that Iran's nuclear program was reaching the point of no return. An Israeli army spokesman claims Iran was rushing toward a nuclear bomb, and their goal is to eliminate that threat. At least 5 people are dead and 2 missing after floodwaters swept away more than a dozen vehicles yesterday in San Antonio. Police and firefighters responded to early morning calls from people stranded on a road where 15 vehicles had gone into an adjacent creek. Firefighters were able to rescue 10 people from trees about a mile downstream. And finally, Whole Foods locations across the country are starting to see some shortages after a major supplier was hit by a cyber attack last week. United Natural Foods reported on Monday that the company had to take some systems offline to deal with the attack and that it has temporarily impacted their ability to handle customer orders. The company didn't share the details of the breach, but there have been a series of ransomware attacks on major retail customers in recent weeks. So if you're a Whole Foods customer, keep that in mind. And those are your 3 things.
Thank you, Gandhi.
Yo, this Father's
I'm gonna
Day.
play hooky. Goodbye.
Every guy. Elvis Duran and the Morning
Polos
Show.
and watches to barbecue gear and barware. Macy's has all the gifts from all the top brands. Shop now at Macys.com/gift guide or in store.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Man, how many times have you thought to yourself, you know, self, I sure would like to move out to the middle of the woods and just be away from people.
All the time.
I tell you what, we love hearing from you. You can text us if you wish at 55100. But every once in a while, we'll get an a-hole. they'll just text and say something very a-hole-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we just grin and bear it. Go, hey, okay, everything's fine. But thinking down deep, there are some a-holes out there.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring it up, and I know I'm talking about us in specific, but you would go through the same thing. With whatever you do in your line of work, I know that you have someone in the office maybe that rubs you the wrong way, or maybe someone you have to deal with as a client, or if you're in, oh God, help you if you're in some sort of customer service situation where you have to deal with people in whatever mood they're in. Oh God, so sorry. And there's nothing worse than, let's say being at a restaurant and you see someone at a table next to you being really just downright rude and short with whoever's there trying to take care of them. And you're like, oh, God, I just want to go over and say something. And here's my problem. If I see someone out in the retail world or whatever world being mistreated by a customer, after that idiot customer walks away, I'll typically go up to that person and go, I saw what they did. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Me too.
It was really... You do the same thing?
All the time. I see that and somebody getting, chewed out for something that is not their fault. I'll even intervene sometimes. I'll say, I will.
I know you will. I know you will.
I'm like, it's not her fault. Why are you angry at her? Why are you angry at him? She's just working here. Why are you up? Seriously, calm down, person.
You gotta use the word toots.
I didn't want to say toots but yeah, right. I would do something like that. That's not fair.
Yeah, simmer down, Sally.
Yeah. Chill out, champ.
Shut up, Schuster.
Shirley.
I love when Nate gets upset because he gets all like weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nate in the wild is absolutely Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, that is how he behaves. If he's on a plane, he's the dude that steps into the aisle and blocks everyone from getting off.
Not on my watch.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
How did on the airplanes? He's nuts. He's like, oh no, they're not getting out first. Oh no,
I love it.
They are
though.
waiting in the line.
I love that side of Nate.
Yeah,
I do too.
Because Nate typically is a kind of a squishy flirt.
Yeah.
He's he's a little ingenuine sometimes in how he treats people, like overly sweetens it up.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
But
Like here's let me give you behind the scenes about Nate. We'll be sitting here in the room. We'll be bitching and moaning about something going on here in the company, whatever. He'll go, God, these people are just the worst. I don't have. No one's answering the phone. Let me answer the phone. Hello, morning show. How are you?
You gotta compartmentalize.
Okay, and you go, I'd love to play this song. Thank you, Mom. Thanks for listening to us. And he pushes the button. Now back to these idiots.
That's exactly
These
right.
people, they call themselves co-workers. They should be fired.
You gotta compartmentalize
I don't care if they have family. Oh, hold on. The phone's ringing. Hello, Elvis Duran morning show.
Seriously, you just proved my point. It's not the listeners, it's not the caller's fault if anything's wrong. So you got to just put on a good face for them. But you're right. I do turn into the Caped Crusader when I see injustice in this world.
Oh my God!
Oh,
And
totally.
it was on
Yes, you
display with the coat hooks at the bar.
Oh my God!
Fighting over the coat hooks, standing his ground amongst three ladies.
Not on my watch.
No.
Okay, hold on. No one knows.
Coat
You got to. It's scary. You got to tell the story. 'Cause
We were
a lot of people don't know what you're talking about.
We were out at a bar one night, and there were the coat hooks below the bar. We had our coats on the hooks. We got moved aside because we let the ladies in for some drinks, these people that showed up. And then the ladies thought they could now commandeer the coat hooks that were now in front of them. And we were supposed to remove our jacket from those said coat hooks.
All over coat hooks.
Yeah. And Nate bellied up to the bar. He actually put his back to the bar, guarded the coat hooks with all his might, clasped his arms together, and looked down at the woman and said, no.
Over my dead body.
Over my dead body, you're going to steal our coat hooks.
Seriously.
There he is. Nate is our official enforcer, and we appreciate that, Nate. Thanks for looking out for
You're welcome.
us and for humanity as a whole. I mean, you're looking out for everyone.
Try. Anytime I see something like, Danielle's complaining about something, or I'm like, who is it? Give me their name. I'm going after
Oh yeah, he actually does.
Right.
It's very funny.
Let's get into sound with Garrett. Look at it. It's it's New Music Friday. What do you have going on?
All right, let's start with this Chris Brown. This is going viral. It's called Holy Blindfold, and it sounds like this.
Let the sky blow. If I'm looking at you, then my hands are all.
Wow, there
There you go. That song it's very arresting. I like that.
Well, sticking with Gandhi's theme of getting canceled, Will Smith has some new music out. This is called Pretty Girls.
I'm about to do some investing. I'll spend it on you and your bestie. You and your twin on a jet ski. I'll change your life if you let me. I like pretty girl.
Oh my gosh, no.
All right. Now we got that out of the way. We got all that out of the way. Let's get on to some other music. All right.
Okay.
They let him release that?
Yeah.
Can you play the new Harvey Weinstein?
Funny you say that. Well, and I have new Diddy too. No. First, we have 21 Pilots. This is called The Contract.
21 Pilots. I still say that was one of my favorite concerts of all time. They are so great on stage.
They were flipping off pianos before Benson Boone was.
Yeah. Did you hear where Benson Boone got that from? Maybe you have heard the story.
No, I haven't.
Mm-hmm. When he was a kid, his dad, when they were having a picnic out back or something in the backyard, his dad flipped off the deck onto the ground below. He said, that's cool. Benson was 5 years old when he first saw his dad do that. And then he kind of started learning how to do it on his own.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Okay,
the more you know. David Guetta and Cedric Gervais have a song called A Better World. Sounds like this. Beat drop. All right, Danielle.
Else to dance to.
Danielle was talking about Kane Brown going to Walmart, getting on the PA system, and talking about this song. It's called Two Pair.
I tell them, give me 2 pairs of Luke KC's, all white shirt and some bootcut jeans. I go all night, stomping to the beat. I just got a check, blew it all on my feet.
Okay.
Sounds like Beverly Hills.
Yeah, exactly, from Weezer. And that's it. There you go.
Got it.
You're a good American, Garrett. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you want to wish happy birthday to anyone? Because there's a lot of birthdays going on. You have a microphone. We already.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, our friend Greg T and your husband Alex, and tomorrow actually my mom too on Flag Day.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mom, on Flag Day. That's so cool. All right, good. You're a good American, Garrett.
Thank you.
I need something Friday-ish, something fun-ish, something festive-ish. What do you have? Something we can. I need to dance. Daddy needs to dance. Who wants to dance for Daddy?
Yeah.
Let's go. What do we have? Skeery. I need something dancing.
This is dancing.
Oh, DJ Miko?
Oh, yeah.
What is this? Okay. What's going on? Is it Cher? Here we go. There you go. It is officially Friday because, well, we played the Friday song. Not many, Thursday songs. Don't have a lot of Tuesday songs. We got Friday songs. We got those. Danielle.
Yes.
You got some stuff going on?
All right, who's excited that we are going to be getting Spaceballs 2? Yay! Rick Moranis, Bill Pullman, and Mel Brooks, who, by the way, is 98 years old right now and looks ridiculously fantastic. Anyway, they are coming back, and Spaceballs 2, which might be called The Schwartz Awakens, is coming out in 2027. Now, Rick Moranis didn't even come back for the new Ghostbusters movies, but he's coming back for Spaceballs too. So he's going to play Dark Helmet. Yes. You remember him? So it should be fun. I cannot wait. That's going to be awesome. You mess with Miss Rachel, and a lot of things happen. So apparently Olivia Munn and Miss Rachel had a little bit of a feud, although they're saying it really wasn't a feud. Olivia revealed to People magazine that she doesn't let her kids watch Miss Rachel's YouTube videos because they annoy her. And then the media tried to make it a thing, and Miss Rachel replied that the manufactured problem between them really didn't matter and that she was going to focus her energy on advocating for the children suffering in Gaza. That's when Olivia started getting death threats from Miss Rachel fans. Some of them accused her of not caring about suffering children. It got so bad that Olivia and her husband both issued statements saying that she never meant to diss Miss Rachel or dying children. People magazine actually had to remove the original article because of all of the violent threats. And then Miss Rachel, of course, said, listen, please be kind to Olivia and her family. I don't believe in hate attacks or hurtful comments. So Miss Rachel does not want these death threats, so let's not do that. Thank you very much.
That just seems weird.
It's
Miss
insane.
Rachel, death
It's
threats.
insane.
Right? If you're threatening Miss Rachel or threatening someone on behalf of Miss Rachel, you're insane.
Exactly.
That's an insane thing to do.
Exactly. So it hasn't even been 24 hours after Jungkook got out of his military service from BTS, and a fan has shown up at the house already. A woman in her 30s, reportedly from China, trying to punch in codes on his door late Wednesday night, trying to figure it out. She claims she went to South Korea with the intent of seeing him. Of course, officers arrested her on the spot for attempted unlawful entry. Our best is going out to Snoop Dogg today. He is mourning the loss of his French bulldog, Jules. Jules was actually a gift from Wiz Khalifa back in 2014. And of course, it's always sad when somebody loses a pet. So our best is going out to Snoop. I told you the other day, Addison Rae dropped a new album, and she is dropping the Rae. It is just Addison, and she is going on tour. She said she definitely has plans to tour for this album, so I'll keep you posted if we get any information on that soon. Also, changes are coming to Instagram. Users may rearrange posts to customize the appearance of their grid. Now, you guys know that normally it just comes up in like the order that, in the date order, but you can pin some on the top. Well, now I think you're going to be able to arrange them in any order that you want. So I guess that's a cool thing. The parole board is scheduled for a hearing about Lyle and Eric Menendez. Last month, you guys know they received a new sentence which allowed for the possibility of parole. We'll see if that happens. Bravo has renewed Andy Cohen's contract to host Watch What Happens Live through 2027. This weekend in your movie theaters, the live-action Lilo and Stitch, they're saying could make another $20 million. This is the little movie that could, and I'm loving it for them. Also, the live action How to Train Your Dragon, that's estimated to earn as much as $75 million. Preview screening sold $8 million worth of tickets, so people are excited to see that one. And what are we watching? Game 4 of the NBA Finals, Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You also have Underdogs with Ryan Reynolds, and of course, a lot of other cool stuff that you can stream this weekend. And that is my Danielle report.
Today is the only Friday the 13th of the year, I do believe.
Really?
Okay.
It's the only one we're going to have. It's the only one we're going to have. But as I said earlier, it seems like anyone I talked about Friday the 13th with says it's not a bad luck day for me at all. The number 13's always been lucky. My husband Alex, everything happens to him good if it's related to the number 13. He was born on Friday the 13th. Today's his birthday. Let's see. The next Friday the 13th will be February of next year.
Wow.
For what it's worth, they did a poll. Majority of Americans don't really care about the day at all. It's like, whatever. Do you think it's an unlucky day or not? Most people said, I don't care.
Yeah.
So there's that. By the way, and Froggy announced this earlier, this is for you, Nate. Krispy Kreme has an incredible promotion today, and today only. Customers can receive a dozen original glazed donuts for 13 cents. With the purchase of any dozen at the regular price.
See, that's how they get you. That's how they get you.
They get you at the
What do
drive-thru.
they get you? They're still cheap. They're donuts.
I know,
They don't
but you
cost
get
anything, right?
come on.
And then you have 24 donuts. Oh my God.
What do you mean, you? 24 donuts? That's like not even a day's worth.
I think the most I ever had was 8 in a day.
You're weird. I mean, when it comes to Krispy Kreme donuts, Nate actually chops them up and snorts them.
Basically.
And there you go. Happy Friday the 13th.
Hey, I'm Scotty B. And I'm Andrew. And we have a podcast called Serial Killers.
Have you ever been in the cereal aisle and said to yourself, there's so many cereals?
It can be overwhelming. So on Serial Killers, we'll try them before you buy them.
Listen to new episodes of Serial Killers every Monday
on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. Serial Killers with a C. Crunch!
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Who is this?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
All right, answer me this. Who is the largest distributor of toys? Go.
China.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. In America.
Oh, in America.
The government?
Nope. That would be McDonald's. Because of their Happy Meals. They have a toy in every Happy Meal. Okay, who is the largest producer of tires in the world? Tires.
Firestone.
Goodyear.
Nope.
Oh,
B.F. Goodrich.
The little cars.
Michelin.
Lego. It's Lego. Lego makes more toys than anyone else. I mean, more tires than anyone else in the world. And where can you go if you want to use mangoes as currency in the United States?
Oh.
You did this story the other day, didn't you?
Yes,
Gandhi?
I did. You go to Miami.
You go to Miami.
Oh.
It's true.
Really? And how does that work? Like, how can you...
Okay, so there are a few places where you can go, and it's basically a barter system right now. If you bring in fresh mangoes, you can get chicken wings, you can get some groceries, you can do all kinds of different things right now because the mangoes are hot and delicious.
You can pay in mangoes.
Yeah.
You can pay in mangoes. Well, okay,
Yep.
it's not that easy. You have to have mangoes.
Yeah, to pay.
So it takes something to get them. So what sparked this? Do we know?
They have to be good mangoes, too. So it's specifically for June. So if you have the mangoes, you're definitely gonna want to try and go trade them right now. They're saying it's because right now they're falling so much from backyard trees. They're traded between neighbors. They're folded into everything down there, pastelitos, poke bowls, and they need more mangoes. So restaurants are really leaning into it to try and get these mangoes out of people's backyards instead of go pay for it themselves. So if you just bring the mangoes to trade, you can get all kinds of stuff.
Love this.
I have mangoes on the way. I ordered some mangoes and cherries. They'll be delivered to my house today.
Oh.
I'm so excited. Cherries are supposed to be so really, really great for you, and so are mangoes. Mangoes to me are just so exotic. I can eat a mango no matter where I'm in the world. If I'm in the middle of a snowstorm and eat a mango, it takes me to a beach. It really does.
Mangoes always remind me of soccer matches because they're always
Why is
selling
that?
the mangoes in the little cup on the side, and they put that spice on it and everything. It's
Love
so good.
I love mangoes. Mango salsa, put that on your salmon. Mangoes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mango habanero is like one of the best sauces ever.
Bring it.
Yes.
And tahini on mango is good too.
Oh, tahini. Yeah.
Tahini. Yeah, tahini.
Yeah, so good.
Or you could put mango on your tahini if you have tahini on some Asian food, whatever, or fish. Yes, you want to say something, Nate? What was it?
Yeah, so, it's kind of a high-class problem if you have a mango tree or really a fruit tree in general, because at some point, it's bearing so much fruit, you can't even give it away. We had a pear tree growing up, and my God, the number of pears we had just sitting in baskets and just rotting on the ground. It's a high-class problem when you got a tree like that.
Wow.
Hey, while we're on the subject of exotic fruits and such, can we talk about the lychee for just a moment?
Ooh.
Now, I know you can buy a can of lychees, and I've had lychee martinis and lychee. What do you do with a lychee other than in a lychee martini? Or well, I don't know.
Well, first of all, you're supposed to eat the outside, and then there's the nut on the inside, and then there's another filling in beyond that. Is that right? Is this like 3 fillings?
Well, I don't know. Go find out. I don't know. I didn't know it was a triple layered treat, the lychee.
It's at least double.
There's a nut, the fruit, and a skin.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Right?
All right. I love them. We need to eat more exotic fruits. What is that fruit? If you cut it into squares, it looks like dice because it's white with little black dots.
Is that dragon fruit or passion fruit?
I think it could be
It
dragon
might be
fruit.
dragon fruit, actually. No?
Yeah, we
oh,
gotta
yeah,
get
yeah.
Yeah, apples are so yesterday.
Oh.
I love an
I don't
apple. I'm a big fan of apples.
What's that one that stinks? Is that a durian?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's it used to be my name, Elvis Duran, and they changed it. I didn't want to be confused with the vomit fruit. Hey, I'm glad we could have this time to talk about fruits.
It is. It is a good time, June.
You can go anywhere you want as far as content is delivered to you right now, digitally or however it's delivered. You're not going to get this any place else.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. It's time to talk about something that'll make all our lives a little smoother. We're all familiar with PayPal, right? PayPal is the trusted and rewarding way to pay. It gives you more savings and more flexibility, which is always great to have. Don't just pay. PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
You know what? This is one of these topics we've been talking about on the show for at least 20, 25 years, and it's friend hoarding. For instance, it comes up in different forms. For instance, let's say you introduce a good friend of yours to another good friend of yours, and they become friends, and then they go out and do their own stuff without you, and you feel like, well, I should have just hoarded them. I should have just kept them to myself. By the way, I'm not one of those people. I really actually thrive on introducing friends to friends, and they have their own friendship going. But there's another reason why sometimes it's good to friend hoard. Let's say when I'm with Gandhi, she and I are like really menaces. We talk about really, really off the wall blue things, and it can get nasty. But I have other friends, exactly. But I have other friends I hang out with, which is always sort of on the straight and narrow. We just talk about virtuous, wonderful, positive things, you know. So I don't know if I want to introduce Gandhi, my evil sister, to a friend of mine who's like an angel, you know, because I can be different people with each one, you know, a different person with each one, different side of me.
Yes.
So therefore, I try to keep them separate. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes. Understandably.
So hoarding friends. You actually sent me an article about this.
I did. So a lot of people hoard friends, and for these reasons that you say, some people are just kind of jealous in general. They don't want the friends to become better friends with each other than you are with them. But experts are saying that this is causing even more loneliness because people are already having a tough time just connecting in general with technology, with how busy we all are. So if you have friends of friends and then your friend is hoarding, you also find someone that you like and then you don't get to hang out with them, which makes you extra sad. So don't be a friend hoarder.
Right. It's okay. Open the gates. So some people call it friend poaching.
Okay.
Well, poaching's a different scenario. That means, you're friends with them. I'm going to take you away from them, and they can't be with them as friends anymore. What grade are we in
people do
elementary
that
school?
though. People do that.
Well, okay. Then maybe they should examine themselves a little bit, in my opinion. But I don't know. There is a case for the different side of you that shines through when you're with one person versus another, right?
Yes.
Maybe you don't want those paths to cross.
Yeah.
I get that. It's like, for instance, maybe, let's say, Danielle, your husband Sheldon has a friend at work, or he works with, who's just, you may think is a bad influence, right? He doesn't want you to hang out with that person.
Right.
Even though he knows how to run his life around that person and do the right thing, he may not think that you trust him when he's with them.
Of course. And then I'm going to
right?
see the real deal, and I'm going to be like, it ain't happening. I don't think so.
Well,
No.
I know, but he's an adult. You trust Sheldon, so it's going to be good.
You would be that friend, when you first met, throwing chairs off of a ship together.
We never did that, Danielle. We never did that.
It was all alleged.
Okay.
We weren't throwing any chairs. That was a joke.
Erase.
Yeah, it was a bad influence. We were drinking. I don't know. Something happened. If it had happened, it would have been because of drinking. Yeah, yes, what's that, Gandhi?
There are a couple people in my life who I don't want to hoard the friends, but I do know, okay, this person and this person together are going to be a liability when we go out. So I do need to be careful. I'm not trying to not let them be friends. I just don't know if I want to be there when they are together because that's insane. It's going to come.
Yeah.
Right. Then, it's good to save some friends from other friends in that fashion. For instance, with Nate. After a drink, he turns into, Dr. Jekyll.
Yes.
Or Mr. Hyde. He turns into Mr. Hyde, actually.
He just falls. He just falls around.
But I'm thinking about that, Elvis. Like, that's a risk for you. If you take me and introduce me, the normal me, to your friends, they're like, oh, this guy's pretty great. And I have one drink, and they're like, what did you do? Who did you bring? Yeah. What is this monster you've introduced into our midst?
Then that makes them question me as a human being.
Yes.
Why would you hang out with someone like Nate?
Oh, God. I have a friend. You guys have all met her. She is beautiful. When she gets drunk, she will make out with whomever is standing next to her. It turns into chaos. Like, she gets us into the most ridiculous situations all the time. And you can't stop her. She's like, I'm a grown-up. I'm going to do what I want. And then she's calling you from the back of some cab where she's like, I think I'm being kidnapped. It's the worst. Her and Nate together, I cannot even imagine.
God.
Nate's like, bring it on.
Bring it, baby.
So this article you sent me about this, friend hoarding, there's a book out called Fighting for Our Friendships, The Science and Art of Conflict and Connection in Women's Relationships. And this person who wrote this article says that book told her that when she was a high school teacher years ago, she'd often hear students airing anxieties. So-and-so befriended my friend, or I think she's trying to take her away from me as my friend. And we assume that was just a back then issue, a teenage issue, a high school issue. It's not. As Danielle pointed out earlier, it goes on right now.
My mother's in her 70s, and it's still going on. The stories I hear, I go, are you sure that happened? She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, my
Don't
God.
you think the hoarding happens, though, because of the potential to poach? I never want to get poached, so I hoard. And then, but then there's
okay, back up. But what do you mean? Why do you have a problem with friends becoming friends?
I don't have friends. I have a problem with friends becoming friends. I'm just afraid of those two friends becoming closer with each other than I am with the two friends. And I'm like, you can't do stuff behind my back and go places without inviting me.
So they're not allowed. If they become friends through you,
that's cool.
They have to invite you always.
Yes, I need to be included in the mix.
Oh,
you
can't cut out the middleman.
So they're not allowed to hang out unless you're included. You must be a part of the equation.
At least asked. Just courtesy ask. Let's ask Skeery.
All right, so you'd be really upset if you introduced friend A, who you've known since you were in college, to friend B, who you met at work and you just met, and you found out they were going out to dinner and they didn't even tell you about it, and you would have an issue with that. Why is that?
Yes.
Why would you have an issue? What question?
Because I'm the reason they're friends.
That's not a reason. Why does that bother? Well, okay, you're the reason they're friends, but why is there a problem with it?
Because I feel like I'm responsible, and I don't want them talking about me behind my back because now they both know me. So, it's like I introduced Jet Ski Brian, a friend of mine, to some of my friends. So I don't want them hanging out with Jet Ski Brian behind my back.
Yeah, so you don't want Jet Ski Brian hanging out with Outhouse Allen or whatever his name is. So you're afraid they're going to talk about you behind your back.
Or that could be one thing.
That's what you said. Well, what other problems are there about new friends versus old friends not including you in a dinner?
I don't know. They plan They could plan trips. They can get involved in business.
Well, let's talk about that.
What if they make money together? And I'm like,
what if Roadkill Roger and Jet Ski Brian wind up making money together, and he didn't make anything else?
But I need to be
not
offered.
Good.
Just ask. It's a courtesy ask.
Why? So you feel like you have somewhat of a control and ownership over your friends. And no, really, it's not funny.
So
it's not funny. I'm being serious.
It's
true.
Right.
You feel like you're claiming them as your territory, and people are not allowed into that territory without you at the bridge knowing who's coming in and who's leaving.
Yeah, you know what? It is a bit of a possession.
But why?
Thing. I don't know why.
I have to say, there was a moment when I introduced two people, and then I kept saying no to hang out with the one girl, right? So she went and asked the other girl to hang out, and she told me after the fact that I only did it because I wanted to see if you would finally hang out with me if I was also hanging out with her, because you keep saying no to me. So in order to get you to hang out, I had to poach your friend and get her to hang out with me so that you would feel bad and want to hang out with all of us. I'm like,
my God.
So I was like, this is a lot goes into this. I'm like,
a lot of work.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Skeery's sort of acting like an agent. Like, okay, so I introduced you, so I get a cut of this deal. Business deal, I introduced you, I get some. You're going on a trip, I introduced you, I get to go.
Yeah, exactly. I need a cut. He wants a cut of your friendship.
Yeah.
A percentage.
All his friends are signed to him.
Yeah.
It is definitely, I think, it's a controlling thing. It's the need to be in control.
Because it is very selfish on Skeery's part too, because I'm thinking about this. If Pizza Parlor Paul and
Harry Hemorrhoids,
and Abattoir Alex, right? What if they would be best friends? They were just looking for that person in their life, but Skeery's keeping them apart.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, okay, you can move this to another level. Let's say you are dating someone, right? Really liked them a lot. And then it goes south, but a friend that you met through them then becomes your next relationship.
Yeah.
And then you get married, then you have kids, and then well, isn't that just kind of a part of life? We connect with people. It's about mingling with people. It's about networking, I guess, in a way. Yeah. And networking through business and through relationships, I guess it all makes sense in a way.
This happened. I introduced a guy to a girl. They got married. Now they're divorced, but they lived a very happy life together.
And they blame it all on you. Everything.
And Elvis, you know them too. They're one of them is a radio friend of ours, but they're living in other cities. But honestly, I'm cool with that. I'm okay. I'm a very sharing person, but don't go double cross. Just don't go double cross me though. Don't double cross me.
Well, what you're saying is exactly your definition of double crossing.
Yeah, but I'm in a relationship.
You introduced them, and now they got married, and so you feel double crossed.
No, because I'm in a relationship. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, go for it. I want all my friends to get laid. I want all my friends to be
No,
back.
but you just don't want two guys to be friends behind your back.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot to unpack, as they say. Skeery, am I on?
You're on.
I know, because your finger, usually when I'm on, he points up. Did you see him? He was doing this.
Oh, I had conductor finger. I was actually going to the beat of the music. I'm sorry.
Well, I know, but I don't know what that means. He was like, oh my God, your finger's lost its control. I have to say happy 1-year anniversary to my friend Samantha over in Chester, New Jersey. She has Four Paws Annex. It's the most incredible experience. If you have a dog, she's got everything you need for your dog, but she has advice because she's a trainer. She knows dogs. She's like in their heads. It's kind of scary. Anyway, she's celebrating their 1-year celebration at 54 Main Street. It's called Four Paws Annex. They're going to have raffles and custom dog bandanas, and the restaurant next door, Print Kitchen, is going to pop up with some food and some paw print art. Pup Cup Bar. Who doesn't want to go to this?
I want a pup cup.
I know, me too.
Free treats all day, good vibes. Bring your dog at Four Paws Annex. My friend Samantha and her family celebrating tomorrow. Don't forget to bring the dog. As I said, it's happening from 1 to 4 tomorrow. There you go. There's your small town America announcement.
If I go and ask for a pup cup somewhere, do I have to prove that I have a dog, or they just give it to me?
No. If you go, let's say you go to Starbucks and walk in, if the dog's in the car with a friend or something, they'll give you a pup cup. Absolutely. Why do you want one for you?
Yeah,
They're good.
I love them. They're good.
Well, Danielle, drive to Chester, New Jersey tomorrow. 54 Main Street, right there in the back at Four Paws Annex, as we celebrate the first year.
Get me a pup cup.
I bet you can even tell them you don't have a dog. They'll give you a pup cup, I bet.
That's nice.
All right. What are we doing here? You got to take a break?
Break?
Yes. This is what we do every day. We take breaks.
Good morning. Elvis Duran
Dear God, what's this woman doing?
and the Morning Show.
All right, show's done. Let's get out of here. Till next time, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.